AI is no longer optional. IT executives have the budget and the mandate to implement AI, but of course, many are stuck. While in 2024 and 2025, they did their very best. They roll up their sleeves. They did a whole bunch of experiments, a whole lot of prototyping, and they got a little bit of value. They started with, some workspace Gemini, some Copilot. Then they started to roll their own AI use cases and implement their own models. And some went to production and some received value, but certainly not all of them. The move from 25 to 26 will be a requirement to have actual ROI, to create some actual savings, to avoid some costs in the future, to look at the amount of velocity on an individual person basis. How can I do 8 hours worth of work in 2 hours, right? I'm going to look at volume. How many more assets can I manage with the same amount of people that I have? And now this pressure is ensuring that I have to have a real AI strategy.
Mm-hmm. And the strategy, man, that's where it all starts, right, Paul? So trying to figure out what are those first steps and how people are going to get engaged. And, when you think about it, there's this mandate. You just talked about the mandate from board, from leadership, that CEOs, CIOs, CTOs have to show some progress in AI. It's in all the magazines. It's in all the emails that you get. But, I live out in the country in Texas. And one of the worst things you can find when the sun goes down and you're driving into town is a deer in the headlights, because they're just standing there in the middle of the road. And that's what a lot of CIOs, CTOs look like these days, because now they've got the mandate to go and do it. But what do they do? What are those first steps that they need to do to get started? And that's really the heart of I call it the secret sauce of what we've got here at Pythian, which is really an outgrowth of the collective thought that we all have had and we've experienced over the past year and a half in helping companies, a lot of them, get started and make real progress and show real ROI with these endeavors.
It's certainly easy to do it wrong. Like, of the 50 workshops we've done over the last year, a good portion of those companies have bought tools. They've chosen tools, they've implemented tools and said, make it so. Enjoy the tools that are now at your disposal. Start creating an investment. And of course, it's not that easy. 70% of that investment needs to be in the people, right? It's got to be change management. It has to be teaching how to prompt. It's about using the tools. It's about ensuring that the way I work tomorrow is different than the way I work today. That's got to be 70% of the effort. 20% still is the tools, right? I have to make those tools available. Sometimes those tools are for developers to code using AI. Sometimes it's for an end user to be more productive in building documents or slides. Sometimes that's for a data scientist or an analyst to create better visualizations. Those are tools at their disposal to do that. And then finally, 10% on the actual models themselves. Mm-hmm. And I'm not saying roll your own. Sometimes this is just simply using the right model for the right use case.